God bless, Lori. Good seeing you. DJ said he would try to make it. Vince, good seeing you. Betty, God bless. Hope, Sally, good seeing you. One Day to Eternity, Tracy, God bless. Debbie, Gina, Laura, Mike, good seeing you. Thanks for the information. Mike sent me something, thank you. Leon, good seeing you. Betty, Brenda, Sarah, good seeing you. Milo, Desi, Brenda, Stacy, Coop, Anise, good seeing you. Christina, Gina, A1, Signs of His Coming, Ed, God bless. Etna, KP, Pan, good seeing you. From the Philippines, JC, Betty, good seeing you. Trish, KP, One Day to Eternity. Yeah, I hear you, Christina, God bless. Log Cabin, good seeing you. Cheryl, good seeing you. Jim, good seeing you. Trinity, good seeing you. Hope, Yvette. Red Sonia, good seeing you. Gary, good seeing you. Cheryl, good seeing you. Terry. Keep looking up, good seeing you. Brenda, good seeing you. DJ, good seeing you, brother. Pray you're doing well with your family. Jane, good seeing you. Jana, good seeing you. Cheryl, good seeing you. Princess Warrior, good seeing you. I'm sure you're enjoying the weather in Florida. God bless. Tony, good seeing you. Justice. Latoya, good seeing you. God bless. Verna, God bless. Terry, good seeing you. Chi-Chi, John, good seeing you. Play one more song and then I'll get going. Brooke Lauren, good seeing you.
Without one, to the heaven you came running.
good seeing you. Hope, Arkansas Traveler, good seeing you. Kelly, good seeing you. Jules, God bless. Mighty Mongoose, Red Rosa, Love Pugs. Thanks to my mods, you guys do a great job. Gary Birds, good seeing you. Tracy. Kaiser, good seeing you. Terry. Julie Green, Ladybug, Don, good seeing you. Shira, good seeing you. Dr. T, good seeing you. Christ Jesus, God bless. Carly, Red Rosa, SK, good seeing you. Bree, good seeing you. Christ Jesus, good seeing you. Bobby Lee, good seeing you. Carly. Oh, Carol, God bless. SK, good seeing you. I'll get started. Good seeing everybody. Yvette, good seeing everybody. I posted Lori's dream on my community page. I posted it a couple times. You can read it, but as I said, a child being born, as you know, you can read it, but as that's what we're waiting for. We're all waiting for the child to be delivered and brought before the throne. As the Bible says, I'll go over it. Etna had some similar dreams about a child being born. Many others. I told everybody that I had 4 nieces and nephews by my brother. My brother has 2 sons and two daughters. His 2 daughters are pregnant. I talked about this before, and they were all about ready to get birth. Here's 3 of them. No, there's one of them. There they are. She just gave birth. I'm waiting for one of them to be born. One of them hasn't been born yet. This was the other one. This was my right here. They are. I showed this picture before. She had her baby. She had her baby. This is the one right now I just showed, and then this is the other one. She right now is the only one that hasn't been delivered yet out of the 4, and that's what we're waiting for, a birth. A birth. As I showed, they're coming. And I will show the Bible verses for this.
One of the busier parts of hurricane season. We have 2 on the way right now. Hurricane Beryl already formed, and Hurricane Chris expected to form on its heels. If what we're seeing,
they're coming together, and some models are showing that it has increased greatly. They are both coming towards the United States. This is an update.
It was barely a depression at 5 o'clock on Friday. Now it's a powerful Category 3 hurricane. Max winds of 115 miles per hour. This is a live tracker of where the hurricane hunter plane is, and they're finding the pressure is dropping by the minute. So this continues to rapidly intensify. 3D radar shows that eye clearing out. When I came in early this morning, there wasn't an eye to this storm, but that has certainly changed its appearance quite dramatically.
I talked about this yesterday. It was supposed to be decreasing. They are wrong. It's increasing. Here's another one.
24. Guys, you're seeing a hurricane that's already broken all records going back to 1861 when they first started taking somewhat accurate measurements. It's the first hurricane to ever become a Cat 4 in the Atlantic during the month of June. And there's only been 5, and it's already broken all records going back to 1861 when they first started taking somewhat accurate measurements. It's the first hurricane to ever become a Cat 4 in the Atlantic during the month of June. And there's only been 5 Category 3s since then where that has occurred. Right now we're dealing with a Cat 4, and I put together a map similar to yesterday with some of the numbers, but they are 3 hours old, the computer printouts, and so some of it's already obsolete. I'll just give you an example. But right now, you guys in the islands, coming in right here in the southern tip of the Windward Islands, you're going to be dealing with 166 mile per hour gust. That's well above a Cat 5. Now, that is at the numbers now. When the storm started this morning, we were dealing with a Cat 2. Remember that? Now, it's already a Cat 4. And this thing, I guarantee you, almost guarantee that this will be a Cat 5. Just, again, looking at some of the gust and the numbers there. Let's look at the infrared for a moment. And you can see the formation here before I do.
So, these are the Bible verses. I'm going to go over this. The reason why I call it parting of the Red Sea, the significance of parting of the Red Sea, it's right here. Parting of the Red Sea is one of the most significant events in the Old Testament. It is a repeated mention and emphasized God's amazing act of salvation, of freeing the Israelites from the slavery. So, the parting of the Red Sea is God delivering his people by parting the Red Sea. As I said, I mentioned before, I did mention in one of my dreams I had 2 columns of water. That when I left, there was 2 columns of water when I left, and they were spiral, and it's when I got lifted up. So that's when I thought of it. That's the first thing I thought of was parting the Red Sea. And there's 2 hurricanes coming, and as I said, one was Burl and the other one's Chris, which is Christ. In Revelations it says she brought forth a man-child to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and it was caught up to God and his throne. Right here. Also too in Isaiah. So that's why I'm looking this week. I'm looking at from the 4th to around the 8th or 9th when it gets here, because it says in Isaiah 66, it says before she was in labor, she gave birth. Before her pains came, she was delivered. She delivered a man-child. So before. So I'm looking at any time from the 4th to the 6th. In Luke, as I have said before, it says there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, perplexity, upon earth, distress of nations, the seas roaring. Right here, the seas roaring. And that's what we have right now. We will have this week. I've said before, this is also Isaiah 21. I've talked about this before. And that's exactly where the whirlwinds are coming. It's coming from the desert. It's coming from Africa all the way over. And it says right here, in pains travaileth, right here, the pains of a woman travaileth, bow down, right here, dismayed. So this is a delivery. Also too, I want to talk about this because this could happen this week.
Side of the revolution, the younger side of the revolution is taking out Charlie. This is Darkest at Noon, man. This is Darkest at Noon. It is the younger revolutionaries who take out the older revolutionaries. The first time they see a sign of weakness, the first time they miss a step. That's exactly what we're seeing right here. This is the same thing Stalin did. The minute that Stalin was like, all the Trotskys are out. And the Trotskyites are completely out. Himself is released in Mexico, takes an ice pick to the head. He's out. Look, this is what they're doing to Biden and all the older members.
Biden could be out any day. He could be out Monday. I expect that could happen before we leave. Right here, this was, I subscribed to him. Somebody sent me this. Many people sent me this.
Through the fire, we have secret meetings happening right now for the fate of the nation. We also have countries, actually a specific country, the 3rd largest, as comprised by GDP, is currently in complete panic mode. And the elites, I know some of them, and they're freaking out, and people are ending up dead in broad daylight. It's like Boeing. The people are like, what a quinky dink, whistleblowers for Boeing. They just keep ending up dead. I guess that's weird. Well, I guess call me tinfoil hat Bravo. But what I have for you, also, by the way, I am not suicidal. I'm actually very happy. And if you happen to be one of the elites that I know, but you don't know me, and then you just find out about me, just call me. I won't talk anymore. You guys need to check this out. Maybe I'm onto something. Probably not. Just disregard. Republican Massey introduces an act of the Fed, end the Fed. And I do recall this guy doing the same thing. For those of you that want to peruse executive orders, it was 11110 by John F. Kennedy. Basically ends the Fed. It's shocker, and I know it's just a weird coincidence. 1963, he ends up in the back of a car not breathing. Well, in a sudden turn of events, I'm sure not correlated, this guy introduces the bill to end the Fed, and this one dies. The president died of lead poisoning. There's no details. She just magically died. I mean, as he writes, yesterday my high school sweetheart, the love of my life, 35 years, just died. Help me try to find a cause of death. The internets are broken. But anywho, maybe this was this end the Fed thing, just a coincidence, and stumbled upon it. Oh, That's kind of weird. But for those elites that are listening, I am just a cartoon character. I know not what I do. I am just a trader that just accidentally gets lucky by looking at things. Even though everyone told you that SIVB was a great buy.
So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. This was sent to me. Mike sent me this. Thank you, Mike. The threat, U.S. raising threat level at U.S. bases. It's like the Four Horsemen, as you can see right here. Another thing I wanted to bring up, the Devil Comet. I thought it was gone. I thought the Devil Comet was gone, but no. This is another thing that's happening. July 20th. On July 20th, the comet abruptly brightens 100-fold as astronomers watch the double plume debris steaming out of the comet's core, forming a falcon shaped. This is coming up. This is coming up. Now, I thought it was gone, but no, it's here. It's coming. As you can see, here's the article right here. This was 8 hours ago. The Devil Comet returns. It says it's, as you can see, they have a timeline for it. I'll be going over this more later. I'm going to go over this. I just started checking into this, and this was 8 hours ago. This was given to me by Lisa. This was by Lockwood. His homepage. This is the United States upside down.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy.
This was Kennedy.
Primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice.
Red, white, and blue, colors that we choose. Trump in the White House, making headlines, making moves. Junior by his side, swinging votes, rallying the front.
I'll play this again later. That was on the 27th, but this is the rocket that they said they would destroy the United States with 4 of them. This is the events. I wanted to go over this. This is the upcoming events. Okay, now July 1, crescent moon above Mars. Earth at aphelion, which this right here, if I said that right, this is on July 5th. In other words, the Earth will be the farthest point away from the sun on the 5th. The 10th, this at noon, this begins, whatever this is. I'm not sure of it, but I will check into more of this. The buck moon is on July 21st. The buck moon is July 21st. The Delta meteor shower predicted peak on July 29th and 30th. As you can see, and then it goes over them. So I want to go over that. As I said, I believe this is a big sign right here. As I said, Christ is, he's the anointed one, he's the Messiah. In Burl is God's redeemed people. New Jerusalem, God's redeemed people. In the hurricanes, it's like Christ is coming for God's people. Christ is coming for God's people. And this is exactly what in Isaiah. It says, the whirlwinds pass through as it comes from the desert, from a terrible land. Whirlwinds pass through. That's exactly what's happening with the that's exactly what's happening with the hurricanes. They're going to be passing through, as it looks like here, it's going to pass through right through the middle of the United States. It passes through right through the middle of the United States. This was many people sent me things. I'm not quite remember who sent me this, but this is correct.
Look, is there anybody who thinks that there is any way that Joe Biden is going to stay? Come on. Does anybody think Joe Biden's not going to step down? They're giving you all the signals. Anybody? Anybody? Is there anybody who thinks? Anybody who thinks that Joe Biden is not going to be replaced? Everybody says, I think he's going to step down. I think he's going to step down. Look, is there anybody who thinks that there is any way that Joe Biden is going to stay down? Come on. Does anybody think Joe Biden's not going to step down?
First of all, I think he could be sick. He could be sick. The scenario that I think could happen, he could get sick, fake sick, whatever. Obama could be, Obama can't be the president. Michelle Obama can't be the president. But Obama could be the vice president. He could say that he's going to step in for 4 months until the election. He could step in as for 4 months. 4 months. It's we're in July right now. August, September, October, November. He could say that he's going to step in for 4 months. 4 months until the election and help out Camellia. That could happen, and that would be it would be in Daniel where it says that he stands up. The Antichrist stands up. That's in Daniel chapter 11, as I have read many of times. It says the daughter. It says, for when he stands up, all this stuff goes down. I want to talk about this. This is very interesting. It says Mountain Dew Spangled Splash. These are the Mountain Dew flavors for the 4th of July. Mountain Dew Star Spangled Splash, that's very interesting. Splash. Mountain Dew Fusion and Mountain Dew Liberty Chill. Very interesting that they use Mountain Dew Fusion because that's nuclear fusion. It's nuclear fusion. So that's all I got. Like I said, this is very, very promising. This is very promising. As I said, the Bible verses are Isaiah 21, Luke 21:25, Isaiah 66:10, right here. the birth, before her pains came, she delivered a man-child. As it says right here in Revelation also, this matches up with Revelation chapter 12. This is also the parting of the Red Sea. This is also what happened. God's amazing act of salvation and freeing the Israelites. We will be set free. This is also a Red Sea moment, as I talked about before. And we'll see what happens. I'll be monitoring this every day. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks to the Mod Squad. You guys do a great job. Great seeing everybody, and we'll see what happens this week. Praise and worship Tuesday morning. We'll see what happens this week. Also with the stock market, they're talking about it going down. Thanks to everybody that sends me stuff. Thanks, Carol. You're greatly appreciated. Everyone, Christina, DJ, everyone. We'll see what happens this week. Thanks to the Mod Squad. You guys do a great job.